Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to be talking about double jaw surgery, why I am pursuing the surgery, and what I needed to do to get prepared for it. So let's jump right in. Before we get too far, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Crystal. I am 24 years old and I live in Toledo, Ohio. On March 5th, 2021, I will be having corrective double jaw surgery. It's so soon and super crazy that it's already here, but I am really excited and overall know that it's the best decision for me. So from a really young age, I knew I was going to need double jaw surgery. So what I have is a class 3 malocclusion, which is a really fancy way of just saying that I have an underbite. And so the way that your teeth are supposed to form is that your top teeth are supposed to come on top of your bottom. And that is the exact opposite for me. So my bottom teeth come above my top. So as you can see, it is an underbite, and I do have a bit of my midline doesn't line up either, so they're gonna fix that in surgery, which is going to be phenomenal. So then everything will be lined up and nice and straight. When I go in for my double jaw surgery, what they're gonna do is they are going to basically move my jaws around so that the front goes forward and the back goes back. Cut the portions of the bottom jaw that are no longer needed, sliding the bones around each other. And then for my top jaw, cut it down the middle and then put it back together and move it forward. I think I'll be able to better explain the surgery as well after I have it. So my next appointment with my surgeon is actually on March 4th, where they're going to explain to me exactly every single step that they're going to be doing in the surgery and where my plates and screws will go. That will kind of help me put the words together to explain what exactly is going to happen. They're also going to be able to show me like a virtual replica of my mouth. So I think that's pretty cool. And something else that my particular surgeon is doing is creating custom plates and screws for my mouth, so that everything fits perfectly and the bite is as close to perfect or as close to what they are looking for it to be. I'm also possibly going to have genioplasty. My surgeon told me that it's unlikely, given that I do have an okay amount of chin. She doesn't think it's going to be that much of an issue, but some people do have genioplasty because once they align you and fix everything, some patients, their chins may be a little bit off to the side, maybe jut out a little bit more. And so I probably won't know if I'm going to have genioplasty until the day of my surgery or the day before. The day before my surgery, I'm also going to be visiting my orthodontist, and she will be placing surgical hooks on my braces so that once I get my rubber bands and everything will be in place for the surgery and prepped and ready to go. It wasn't an easy decision to have surgery. I thought maybe braces could correct it, but after extensive discussion with my orthodontist, my dentist, and my surgeon, ultimately it's a skeletal issue that can only be fixed through surgery. Something else that I think is worth mentioning is that I wanted to have the surgery while I was still young and didn't have any other financial responsibilities or obligations, whether that be a partner or children. I wanted to do it while I was still young and healthy and able to recover quickly. So that was something that really helped me make the decision about jaw surgery as well. And as well as I think that when you have an underbite, you're just uncomfortable. Kind of feels like your jaws have been, like, for me at least, have been chewing on bubblegum all day long. There's always tension and it's just painful after a while. For me especially, it's from my jaw into my ear. I have a really hard time biting into things. Obviously, as you can see with my bite, I can literally stick my tongue in that gap, like. So it makes it really difficult to chew things through all the way. Biting into sandwiches or burritos, forget it. It's not happening. And I think that there's something to be said too, that I was really nervous about getting the surgery because I was almost like afraid, or maybe even feeling like a little like, I don't know, that I would be shamed for getting the surgery because most people think it's just cosmetic. And while there is that cosmetic component to it, it is also medical. It's like a constant dull ache that just never goes away. And that's something that I've always wanted to change, but I do think that there is something that, like I said, is cosmetic as well to it. And for some reason, I felt like really self-conscious for a while about wanting to change my appearance, but ever since I was young, I knew that it was something that I was super, super, super self-conscious about. I mean, if anybody ever even noticed that I had an underbite, I would just like freak out because I just felt so insecure about that. And I still do, you know, as an adult. I don't think that my underbite has held me back from opportunities or going for things, but it definitely makes me think twice. It makes me want to kind of cover my mouth when I smile or shy away from taking pictures and really wanting to be in that moment because I'm so conscious of what that looks like and understanding that everybody else has this beautiful smile that they can show off to the world, and I just don't feel that I have that. And so that was a big factor for me in terms of like why I'm gonna get the surgery and why I decided to pursue it. Ultimately because I want to feel confident in myself, I want to feel confident in my smile, and I want to smile more. Like I said, I don't think that it holds me back from things, but it's definitely something that I think about a lot and that I'm very insecure about. When I was younger, like one of my good guy friends at the time had mentioned how he was watching this video and you could only see the guy's like bottom teeth. And he was like, yeah, it's kind of like when I'm talking to you. And oh my gosh, I literally lost it. I was dead. Because it hurt my feelings so much. Even though it didn't necessarily maybe have registered for him that it could have been hurtful to me or made me feel even more self-conscious, it did, and it made me want to pursue this surgery even more. And so it wasn't until I was able to get approved with my own medical insurance that I was able to pursue the surgery and actually move forward with that. So the process has been pretty long. It's been about 1.5 years just getting prepared for the surgery. So I had my wisdom teeth taken out. I got my braces placed and put on. And then I went through all of the corrections that my orthodontist had for my bite and for my teeth, which turned out really beautifully. I am super lucky to have one of the best orthodontists here in Toledo. Shout out to Dr. Brittany Potts. If you guys go to her, she's amazing. And now I am finally ready for surgery. I wanted to make this video because, as many of you, I have researched a ton of stuff on double jaw surgery. I've researched a ton on recovery and how other people are doing, and it's the weirdest thing, but watching other people's YouTube videos, whether that's just before their surgery, you know, pre-op, after they get, and then post-op, and their journey has been really comforting and in a really weird way, but also, you know, it's a great way to learn about the experience. And the reason why I'm making this video is to, one, document it for myself, but also to give out any advice, tips, or guidance that I can on jaw surgery, double jaw surgery, if you're going through it, if you are in the process of it, or if you're just about to have your surgery, which congratulations if you are. I just want to be here as a resource for you all, as you all have been super amazing resources for me. I have literally researched every blog, vlog, YouTube video, so I thought that I could contribute back and give my experience. If you ever want to reach out, please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys are interested in hearing about, learning about. I'd be more than happy to share anything that I can, any of my experience so far in this journey. But also you can connect with me at Crystal_Freyer on Instagram if you want to send me a DM or you want to chat through there. That is more than welcome and encouraged. I'd love to connect with you guys and hear about your experience and what you're going through and see how our stories can help each other.